One time I needed to search for information was last year when I had to prepare a presentation for my university course about renewable energy. At that time, I only had a basic understanding of the topic, and I wanted to include detailed information about the latest developments in solar and wind power. Because it was an important part of my final grade, I felt a bit nervous and knew I had to do thorough research. To begin with, I went online and used Google Scholar as well as my university's online library to find academic journals and articles. I also visited the library in person to borrow a few books that explained renewable energy systems in more detail. In addition, I searched for reliable reports published by international organizations, such as the United Nations and the International Energy Agency, since they often provide updated statistics and case studies. To make my presentation more engaging, I even watched a couple of documentaries that showed how some countries are switching from fossil fuels to clean energy. I needed this information because I wanted to support my arguments with strong evidence and give a professional impression during my presentation. At first, it was quite overwhelming because there was so much information available, and I wasn't sure which sources were the most trustworthy. However, I gradually learned to compare different articles, take notes, and select the most relevant data. In the end, the presentation went very well. My professor and classmates appreciated the clear structure and examples I used, and I received a high grade. More importantly, the whole experience taught me how to search for credible information more effectively and how to manage a large amount of material without getting lost. I believe those skills will be useful not only in my studies but also in my future career.